With us here tonight is Donald Angstadt, a well-known individual from the Oley Valley as well as Pikeville Equipment. And Donald, we want to thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
So Donald, we want to ask you a few questions about the fair, and I figure we could start a little bit about your knowledge of when the fair was over at the school and the stage that was used for entertainment.
Yes, Lester Schaefer, that time custodian, he helped or was in charge of the stage, and that was right on the rear of the old school, which of course, was tore down. The memories that I have of some of the entertainment was, if I can remember their names, of course it was the Oley Valley Hoedowners, it was Crazy Elmer, Jeannie Shepherd, and Tex Ritter. And I remember Tex Ritter quite well. He was so old, he had to have a chair for the last, so he could sit on the stage, on the chair on the stage. He was that old. Everybody knew him. That night was Tex Ritter night. I asked my dad knew him. He said, yeah, he said, when I was a youngster, I used to go to these movies, Tex Ritter. So yeah, he was quite famous at that time.
Great. And you had mentioned Jeannie Shepherd, and you have an interesting story about Jeannie Shepherd. How about telling us a little bit about that?
Jeannie Shepherd was Nashville entertainment and was very popular. And Mr. Kramer, Charles Kramer, I believe at that time was in charge of the entertainment. And bottom line is Jeannie Shepherd didn't show up. And they found out she was booked twice at another fire company carnival somewhere else. So Charles Kramer got in his car when he found out, drove to the other fire company. Jeannie Shepherd hopped in his car and they drove to the Oley Fair. I'm not sure, but I bet you that was as fast as Charles Kramer ever drove.
That's nice, that's nice. So the Oley Valley Hoedowners, enlighten us a little bit about what they did, how many groups there were, and if there was anybody that you knew that was in that group.
Unfortunately, I believe most of them are passed away. I remember the name quite well, but I don't believe I could name a one person that was in it. I have to apologize for that.
No, that's okay. Do you know roughly how many groups they had entertaining? Do you remember any of that?
It was a lot. I don't know how many.
Okay. Okay. So with your involvement with Pikeville Equipment, who has been at the fair since day one, and a lot of the fair vendors in the past and still current give away various giveaways. Tell us a little bit about what Pikeville may have given away years ago.
We, over the years, there was a lot of different things from small booklets to small pencils, matches. It was all kinds of different things, which I might add have become collector's items, because it was John Deere for 75 years. And that's a long time to be in business at one place.
So some of those items still show up today, maybe at local auctions?
Yes, they do, and maybe in your collection. The one thing that I'd love to have, and I don't have it, and that's the Oley Fair bumper sticker that says Tex Ritter Night at the Oley Fair.
Wonderful, wonderful. So a little story that you were telling us about somebody you know who was delivering AB cakes to the fair to be entered, and something special happened to those AB cakes.
Ralph, Richard, and Ella, a great couple. They did so much for the fair over the years, and she was a great cook. And Ralph was entering things, and on one of his trips to the fair, Ella asked him, would you please take these AB cakes and enter these for me? Because she did every year. And Ralph said, sure. So he drove to the fair, had the AB cakes on a tray, went around the bingo building to enter them, and he slid off the tray, got in the gravel, and he lost the AB cakes. Well, he was really disappointed. He reached down, took the dirt off, put them back on the tray, took them in and entered them, but did not tell his wife. She won first place on those AB cakes, and then he told her.
Very nice, very nice. So you have your Oley Fair suspenders on. So
Oh, yes.
Tell us a little bit about those suspenders.
They hold my pants up. That was a smart remark, and I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. But you wear them a lot. I see you have them on a lot.
Yes, I do advertising for the fair.
Thank you for the advertising. So you've been around the fair for a long time. You've been around the valley for a long time. Give us your favorite memory or two of the fair.
I think the AP cake incident is about the best. Yeah. People, this is almost the end, isn't it? Well, one thing I would like to say, people come in to the store many times, and there's some that come in that have never been in the Oley Valley before, and they ask, what is so great about the Oley Fair? And my answer to them is the people.
Good answer. Good answer. I do have one quick question. So when the fair started wine as a category, you were one of the first entrants. Do you remember, were you the first trophy winner for wine, or?
No, I wasn't the first trophy winner, but I had the best tasting.
Very, very. But you did win a trophy for the wine.
Yes, yes, I did. And my wife, my late wife, won the baking trophy by 1/2 a point. Oh, she worked that time. Yeah, as far as the trophy for the wine, I didn't know I had it, and we were driving in, and Marie Hawes was parking cars with a stick, telling everybody where to go. And she saw it was my car, and she hollered at me, "Donald, you won the trophy."
Nice. Nice. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for being here tonight.